Tonight we're all shook up because Priscilla Presley is in the building.
Here she is.
Less conversation, more action, please.
What's the hell? How are you? Sally? A little less conversation? I don't think so. I think we'll have a little more conversation.
Nice.
So we've got this big gig, you and myself and some other people. Hyde Park, it's on Sunday.
Right.
To celebrate Elvis being here. He would have been here for 75 years.
That's right.
What do you think he would have been like as a 75-year-old guy?
Probably gorgeous.
Yeah.
Probably absolutely gorgeous. You know, many people have asked me that. I mean, who's to tell? But I think that he would, especially now when you see the Rolling Stones who are still performing. You know, when Elvis, he had mentioned, I guess like in his 30s, he go, what am I going to do when I'm 40? I got to think of something else to do. I don't want to be a 40-year-old on the stage. But I think he would still, with today, everyone is still doing it, so I would hope that he would still be performing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
And Elvis famously has only been to Britain once, and that was just to refuel a plane.
Right, right.
Now, but he did love us Brits, didn't he?
You know, one of the reasons why I'm here is because I really, really want to let all the fans here know how much he wanted to perform and come to Europe or come to England.
So do you think that would have happened?
I do,
yeah.
Absolutely, eventually. He has so many fans over here, unbelievable, from the time he started out until to this day. We have so many fans that go to Graceland every single year, all the English fans that we've come to know. They're bringing their own children in. It's generational now. So I really want to thank them and let everyone know how much he appreciated them. And now this is his time here. And for the UK to do this, BBC, I mean, it's
BBC.
just BBC.
We love the BBC, we love Great Britain. Thanks so much. And listen, how do you feel about little Elvis, little small ones?
I love Little Elvis.
Well, we have some later on for you.
I heard.
That's rather fortunate. Now, on the radio show this morning, we played your favourite Elvis record, If I Could Dream, but I didn't realise he didn't write any of his songs till today.
No, he really, I mean, he covered a lot of songs. There were songs that he loved that other artists, of course, sang. Elvis was very sensitive to music as far as what he liked, how he loved phrasing. He felt that in his songs and song choices for him that, let's say, labels had or the record company had, a lot of them just didn't fit him unless it was in the ghetto or it was songs like If I Could Dream that he picked out himself that he truly loved. It was hard for him to pick out songs because he had such a passion. Phrasing meant everything, words meant everything to him. So, you know, he was a bit disillusioned by the song choices that he was given.
Was he never tempted to write at all?
You know, he just, he'd start out with a few lyrics, but at that time, you know, it wasn't like today that you really, you know, you had your writers and you had your singers. So a lot of the writers, obviously, you know, would have their music and they would promote their music to other singers. And that's really, in the day, that's really what it was like. And then a lot of the writers turned singers. And of course, today, most of your singers are writers.
Right.
So it wasn't as prominent or as popular as it is today, really. Yeah.
Now, all day we've been looking at some lovely footage of you and Elvis together. We found this nice film of you and him at Frankfurt Airport, and you're the one in the beautiful headscarf. Here it is.
The most publicised soldier since Napoleon, Elvis Presley, with girlfriend Priscilla Presley to see him off, was leaving Frankfurt at the end of his army service. So it was farewell to military glory and to 16-year-old Priscilla. What fame for that girl to have been a friend of the Emperor of Rock and Roll.
It's amazing.
Oh, how handsome.
I actually wasn't 16, I was only 14 at that
only
time.
That's okay, that's okay. It's fine.
Wow.
Added a few ages on me. I have to correct that right away.
But how did you deal with being with the most handsome man in the world?
You know, at the time that I met Elvis, it was a very vulnerable time for him. He lost his mother just before he went to Germany. He was so humble, he was so basically shy. He was worried about if his fans were going to receive him as they did before he left, if he would still be as popular, how Graceland would be when he got home. I mean, he had so many concerns, and I think that, you know, for me, I saw yes, he was the biggest thing ever. You know, he's so iconic even then. But I got to see that other side of him. I got to see him very, very vulnerable, which was hard for me because I was consoling him a bit, even though I was so much younger. Kind of, you know, you just embraced him. And when I came back to the States, he, of course, everyone did receive him well. He was still a big hit, if not even bigger before he even went. So I got to see a very special time, and I think that really solidified our relationship.
You talked about Graceland there. I talked to Tom Jones the other day about the concert on Sunday, and Tom said he came around, he was pals of yourself and also Elvis. Right. That house must have seen some guests, was Sinatra ever around for a cup of tea?
Well, just recently, of course, we had President Bush Jr.
They're still coming.
Yeah, but during that time, Elvis really didn't entertain a lot of celebrities and guests. You know, Elvis was quite private and lived at Graceland with all of his friends and family. Yes, there were a few very famous people. Jim Brown with the Cleveland Browns at that time was a guest. He had Robert Conrad, who was very popular at that time, and a few others. But it really wasn't a place that a lot of people came to visit that were high
you wouldn't think that, would you?
No. He kept his life. Elvis, I have to say, kept his life very private. He would invite people to his home when he was one of the 10 top young men of America, you know, he invited them, all the other top 10, to receive them at Graceland. But that was really about it.
It's like the GQ Awards, only better.
I was going to say it's not the GQ.
No, they're quite good, by the way.
So it's 51 years to the day on Monday since you first clapped eyes on each other. Can you remember the moment when you first saw him and how you felt?
I was so nervous. I remember that there were some kids out in the front for autographs. I remember his father greeting me because he happened to be walking by, and I really didn't know what to expect. I was quite nervous, as you would expect. And when I walked in, he was sitting in a chair, gorgeous, a red sweater, and I looked at him and I went,
Elvis Presley,
"Oh my gosh, he's even better looking in person." I was speechless. And very nervous, and what do I say? But he broke the ice. He had a great sense of humor, and he entertained, he played piano. I know a lot of people said, you know, he'd have parties all the time, and he really didn't have parties. It was just his friends, and they gathered around and sang, and he'd play piano or guitar and sing, and that was what they called back then a party.
So it's a pretty good day all in all, Priscilla, is what you're saying? Pretty good day all in all, yeah, okay.
Right timing, I guess.
Are you ready to judge them?
I'm ready. They're so cute.
Chris, bring on the little kings.
All right, let's have little Elvis number 1, please. And what's your name?
Ashley.
And where are you from?
Southend.
And how old are you?
6.
OK, 6 years old. And what do you like best about Elvis?
I like his singing.
All right, will you sing for us now? What are you going to sing?
Suspicious Minds.
Take it away, baby, take it away.
We can go on together with suspicious minds. Suspicious. And we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. So what I know, friend, I know. Suspect, say hello. Would I still see suspicion in your eyes?
Come on, go and join the girls up there. Little Elvis number 2, please. All right. What's your name, my friend?
Mine's Josh.
Where are you from?
Nantwich.
How old are you?
I'm 10.
What are you going to sing for us tonight?
And a little less conversation.
A little less conversation. Off you go, my friend.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction, man. A little more bite, a little less bite, a little less bite, a little more spot. Quit your mouth and open up your heart, and baby, satisfy me.
Little Elvis number 2. Have a good one over there with the girls. Little Elvis number 3 now. What's your name, my friend?
Nicholas.
OK, where are you from?
I'm from Torquay in South Wales.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
What do you like best about Elvis?
He had a fantastic voice, but he was an even better person.
What are you going to sing for us now?
Proud Mary.
OK.
Look for a job in the city, working for a man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep in worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning,
little Elvis for the price of one. What do you think?
Oh my God, this is really, really hard to pick. I mean, you were all really, really magnificent. I mean, you're very serious.
He means the
Yeah,
business.
very.
Lowered your voice.
Well, great voice, Nicholas. Great moves, great voice, all of you. And Ashley, the only female Elvis impersonator.
Very good, pretty good there.
I think she was wonderful.
Brilliant. So who do we think?
Oh boy.
Well, before you tell us,
Okay.
I got to say, you're playing for a prize tonight. Did you know the winner is going to get to ride in Elvis's car, which is outside now? Elvis bought this car in 1970. The winner gets to ride home in it tonight.
Wow.
Ladies, we are now ready for your decision. Will it be Nicholas? Will it be Josh? Will it be Ashley?
Oh,
So exciting. It's like the X Factor, only cheaper.
Okay.
yeah.
We think they were all so fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And?
Absolutely.
So?
It's so hard to choose.
So?
I think they all should ride in that
It's
car.
a draw.
It's a joint win